Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall work with our great leader, µİIS噚N옇 IPOB and Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality and put the Fulani Janjaweed to shame. He said, the Hausa elders cry out that the Fulani Janjaweed have been deceiving them to hate Biafrans even before Nigeria became independent. But now they have realized that their true enemy is the Fulani Janjaweed. And Buhari is truly the worst leader, not only in the history of Nigeria, but in the whole of Africa. The Hausa leaders said that they regretted not listening to µİISŊ when he told them the truth about the terrorist Fulani Nigerian government. But now the Hausas and the northern Christians are paying dearly for not listening to µİIS낳. You know, when they told them, they refused to listen. They refused. Following the renewed regular attack on passengers along Kaduna-Abuja Highway, the coalition of Northern Group have described Buhari's administration as the worst in the history of Nigeria. The group said the presidency issues empty threats, stressing that the government have completely lost control of the region's forests and highways to armed Fulani terrorists who roam freely and terrorize the population with ease. This was disclosed by the spokesman for the coalition, Mr. Abdul Aziz Suleiman, while reacting to the recent rise in attacks, killings, and kidnapping by the Fulani terrorists in the north. The group said the Nigerian government and troops can no longer be relied upon to provide even the minimal guarantee of security for citizens because they are working with the Fulani terrorists, and that is why the Fulani terrorists are doing their biddings. They are their foot soldiers, carrying out all their plans. According to the coalition of Northerners, the Northerners have had enough of excuses and fake promises from the Fulani Nigerian government. It was unacceptable for the people of the North to continue to live under this level of exposure to terrorist Fulanis who freely attack, kill, maim, rape, kidnap, burn villages, and rustle cows, while the president and security chiefs issue threats and promises that have no effect, but they can go after unarmed Biafran youth for committing no offense. If they put the same energy that they use against Biafrans fighting for their freedom, if they use that same energy to stop the Fulani terrorists, the Hausa people said they would, there will be peace. While all northern state governors have completely run out of ideas, the president and the federal troops keep telling the Hausas and the northern Christians that they are doing something about the daunting security situation. But by now, all northerners must have realized that their communities have been abandoned to the mercy of unforgivable poverty and Fulani terrorists that continuously waste the greatest asset of the region, even though the Fulani Nigerian government are promising them all the empty threats. They know what they are doing. According to the Northern Group, they said enough of taking excuses and fake promises of action from an administration that runs from threat and acquired the reputation of being the worst in the history of Nigeria and in the whole of Africa. All Northerners are by now alarmed at the rising insecurity of communities, and their properties with the escalation of attack by the Fulani terrorists, terrorizing their towns and their villages. It was no longer in doubt that the current Fulani Nigerian government and set of state Fulani governors have lost the capacity and necessary courage to discharge the vital constitutional duty that they swore to uphold. They cannot uphold it because of their Fulanization agendas. The situation is getting worse, literally, by the day, as bandits, the so-called Fulani bandits, who are Fulani terrorists, and the Boko Haram insurgency takes advantage of the huge vacuum in the Fulani Nigerian government's political will and capacity to act, which they exploit with disastrous consequences on the communities and individuals. According to the Northern Group, the situation which all Northern communities live today is no longer tolerable. Everyone must rise to protect themselves. That is what they told the Fulani people, that the Hausa people and the Northern Christians will rise up and fight back. The Fulani terrorist µėģionī threatened that the Fulani terrorists will cause more havoc for being proscribed as terrorists. The Fulani Nigerian government are now using the fake proscription of the so-called Fulani bandits as terrorists to deceive the world. The Fulani Nigerian government are making empty threats that they will go after the Fulani terrorists, whereas in the actual sense, they want the focus on the Fulani terrorists to shift to IPOB. But now the Hausa leaders have now exposed their fake threats against the Fulani terrorists. Hausa elders have called on their youth and the Northern Christians to defend themselves and their communities because they have now realized that their real enemy is not Biafra, but the Fulani terrorists and the Fulani Nigerian government. This is not going down well with the Fulani Nigerian government because they need the Hausa and the Northern Christians to support them in their war against Biafra. Whether the Fulani Nigerian government likes it or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out of their illegal detention and continue the fight for the liberation of Biafra. The road to freedom is rough and tough, and our great leader, Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knew this since day one when he started the freedom fight. The Fulani North will turn to graveyards. It will turn to graveyards if southern Nigeria breaks away from it, and no sane human will see what this evil Fulani Nigerian government is doing and still think of one Nigeria. A genuine dialogue can only be done by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he is freed unconditionally, because the Fulani Janjaweed are very deceptive, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu understand their game. Begging the Fulani Nigerian government won't help Biafrans, but it will make them to commit more atrocities in Biafran land. Biafran leaders need to stand their ground and insist on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.